Ahoy there, Captain Benzie here, coming at you with another ship fitting guide for Eve Echoes. Today we're going to be looking at the Venture 3, but probably not like you've ever seen it before, because yes, those are missile launchers. Today we're going to be looking at how to outfit the Venture 3 for combat. It's going to be a lot of fun, trust me. Now, this was actually inspired by a comment I had on one of my videos about the Gurustus Pirates worm, where a guy said, why on earth would I pay 500 million for a worm when I can outfit a Venture 3 for a quarter of that cost? Less than a quarter of that cost. Now, at first I thought, is this guy trolling me? But then I thought, actually, let's sit down and have a look at it, and I was astonished by this one. So we're going to have a bit of fun, and we're going to look at how to outfit a battle Venture. Yeah, bear with it. Now, if you do enjoy this video, let me know by hitting like on it, subscribe to the channel for all things Eve Echoes, ding that notification bell so that you never miss an upload, and let me know what topics you want to see covered in future videos. If you want to go the extra mile to help support this channel, you can do so by joining us on Patreon. Details are on screen now. Otherwise, let's jump right in and talk about a battle Venture. The Venture line of industrial ships are found in the ore ship tree, which stands for Outer Ring Excavations, and the Venture 3 is of course the Tech 6 variant. Now, I've got to be completely honest, I actually really like the look of this ship. The colour scheme of the Venture 3 is pretty badass, and that profile really does look like it means business. Looks like you could fit it for combat, and of course, that's what we're going to do. But how? Well, let's have a look at the attributes and fittings. You can see from the fitting profile here, you've got 2 drone tubes that can launch small drones, you've got 3 high slots, 2 mid slots, 3 low slots, and then 2 of each of the power grid and mechanical rigs. The important part to consider at this point is that power grid of 123 megawatts. You can fit some surprisingly large modules onto this, which we're going to cover in just a moment. Now, defensively speaking, the Venture 3 really doesn't have much going for it at all. Less than 2,000 hit points overall, spread very thinly across structure with 674, shield at 525, and a pitiful armor tank of 357. If this thing takes return fire, it is going to disappear. They are not tanky ships at all. Looking at its capacitor, fairly decent capacitor recharge time there, can lock up to 6 targets, which is intriguing, and has a surprisingly small signature radius of 39.7. Importantly is that scan resolution, which allows us to lock on very quickly to our targets. Flight velocity of 270 and a warp speed of 5.0 aren't bad either, and do allow us to move around fairly swiftly. Now, if we look at the trait descriptions, there's really not much here that we need to talk about. Mining gives an increased miner yield, but we don't care about that because we're in combat. Industrial Ship Command does, however, give an increase both to the scan resolution, which means you lock on faster, and to the drone effective hit points, which means they can take a few extra shots before disappearing. If you do happen to have Industrial Ship Command at 5, that is, of course, an extra 150% drone EHP and an extra 25%, on scan resolution. That roll bonus of +2 warp stability isn't amazing, you know, for as far as we care, but it does allow us to escape if things do go a little bit Pete Tong, and they probably will with this kind of build. But it is mainly that power grid that is the important part here, plus the ability there with the 3 high slots and 2 drone tubes. So let's actually have a look at fitting this thing, and trust me, you might be surprised on this one. Yeah, it just doesn't look right, does it? 186.89 DPS on a blasted Venture. And how do we achieve that? Well, simply put, in the 3 high slots here, I've gone for Mark 7 medium rapid missile launchers. Now, I'm not taking this too seriously, but if you do decide that you want to give this a very serious go, you can fit the larger rapid missile launchers. If you happen to be super rich and have a couple of Python C-types going spare, they will fit on this power grid. That's how insane this ship actually can be. I've just gone for Mark 7s because I want this to be fairly disposable, because I can foresee it going heavily wrong. Now, the low slots then, I've put in 3 full duplex ballistic control systems. Again, these aren't too expensive at the moment, and they're a straight 5% damage boost when fitted, and they can be activated for an even bigger DPS boost on top of that, and I will showcase this in just a second at full activation, because it's absolutely insane. In our mid slots, I've gone for two Mark 7 Warriors. These are the best drones I had readily available. Nice and useful there just for getting through any armor tanks nice and quickly. Obviously, I would genuinely go for the Amar ones here. Go for the Acolytes, because you're going to be going up against other Ventures and stuff that do have a little bit more on the shields than they do on the armor, as you've just seen, so it can go a little bit faster. That said, the Mark 7 Warriors are still pretty good. The DPS is solid, and it will still cut through that armor and that structure tank with relative ease. The final two mid slots then, I've gone for two Interruptive Warp Disruptors, just because I intend to rock up next to a miner, surprise him by locking onto him and applying +4 warp strength there to lock him down. Hopefully that the element of surprise and the 4 points of Warp Jammer strength are enough to lock him in position. I might even try this with a Retriever if I'm lucky enough to find one. You do sometimes find that 4 points is enough to hold onto a Retriever. Again, with the element of surprise, you kind of have a guy who's like, wait, what? That can be enough to buy you a few extra seconds of damage as well. Now for the rigs here, ultimately I've only got prototypes because, again, I'm not taking this overly seriously, and missile rigs are blasted expensive, but of course a warhead heating catalyst prototype, or calefaction catalyst prototype as they are once you get beyond prototype, those are your straight damage bonus, and the second one is then a loading accelerator prototype, the one that is your activation time down. Obviously increased damage and faster activation time means higher damage per second, more shots, higher damage, always good. For the low rigs, I've currently got miner efficiency upgrades in here, simply because this is how it was sent to me as a mining venture, but again here you'd probably go for something like either auxiliary thrusters just to move you towards your target a little bit faster, or the scan resolution one so that you lock on ridiculously quickly too. Again, I wouldn't necessarily even bother with mechanical rigs here. Keep this cheap, keep it disposable, because that defense of 1933 is absolutely pitiful, and yes, you could swap those computers out for things like shield extenders or damage control units, but quite frankly, you're aiming here to go with the element of surprise, hit them, get out before anyone else comes along and lets them know what's actually going on. But let's actually have a look then at, if I activate those computers, at what the damage goes to. Yeah. That's an insane number, isn't it? Look at that. That's nearly 300 DPS. And the funniest thing about that is if I then scroll across here to my worm, you'll see that the worm cold is only 3 DPS higher than this fit. Yeah, okay, the worm's a lot tankier, it's a lot faster, it's going to be a lot better in combat, but I can almost see where that guy was coming from when he said just go for the Venture 3 instead of the worm. Alright, well, that said, let's undock this and go hunting, shall we? Okay, and let's... Oh, 2 targets. Okay, he left quickly. Let's approach this guy. Come on, come on. Hi there, fellow miner. I'm just a miner just like you. What juicy rocks are there in this? I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, what's my range? 19.5. Okay. Slowly approach. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. 17 kilometers should be in the boundary. Just slowly drifting towards you. Just don't notice that I'm coming towards you and not the other asteroids, okay? Okay, it's only a venture trainer, but you know what? It's our first target. It's our first target, and we'll see what we can do. Oh! Okay, let's lock on. Activate the warp disruptors. Oh, hello, second target. Quickly kill this one. Quickly kill this one. See if we can get 2. See if we can get 2. Oh, that damage. Come on. Yes. Down he goes. And the other guy hasn't warped out yet. Come on. Quickly, he's in range. Can we lock him? Will the warp disruptors go across? First target down. Yes, we've got him. Come on. Oh, and a third one. Oh, that's amazing! That's amazing! Is he just going to stick around? He's just going to stick around. He's just probably warped it and gone, oh, it's just 2 other ventures. Because, of course, you don't see the health bars unless you're locked on, do you? At which point, by the time he sees that one go boom, it's going to be too late. Come on! Come on, please don't have enough stability. 3 in a row will be amazing. What a great start. What a great start to this. Combat venture for the win. They never saw it coming. Oh, I feel so evil. I feel so evil right now, but that was so much fun. Oh, what a great start. Okay, let's loot these and see what we have then. Let's see if there's anything in this one. And, oh, yay, industrial ship. What do we have? That's another venture, a standard venture this time, not just a venture trainer. Let's lock on, apply those warp disruptors, send out the drones, then activate everything and see how quickly this goes down. Oh, shield down in one hit. Second volley. Oh, armor and partway into hull. 3 volleys and dead. Kaboom. I will say one thing, ventures make a very satisfying explosion. Let's just send the pod home. I think it's only polite that we send him on his way. And then we'll check what he had in the way of loot. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, Dark Ochre. Of course, the big advantage of doing this kind of piracy in a venture is that you have an ore hold of your own, so you can actually take home their ores. Obviously, if you're going in something like a worm or a Dromiel, you don't have much cargo space to take home the ores. In a venture, you do, and apparently you've got a pretty hectic amount of damage to take these guys out quickly. Okay, let's actually have a look at that kill mail then. See what else he was carrying, if I missed out on anything special. Here we are, combat log. Scroll down. Oh, I missed the better part of the Dark Ochre, but hey, I'm not complaining. Share that to the rest of the cartel to see. Oh, this is fun. I wonder though, does the venture actually get kill markings? Let's have a look on the hull. These are like little icons that showcase... Ah, there they are. There they are. These little icons here, glowy orange icons that I will put a bit of information on screen to point out now. Essentially, every time you kill a ship, your ship will get one of these kill markings. And once you hit 10, there's a bigger kill marking, and a third, even bigger kill marking at 100 kills. I'll showcase this like with a Dromiel or a Daredevil as well. Okay, what have we got? Oh, 2 ships. Oh, a stabber. Okay, hopefully that stabber's just there as protection for the friend, and it's kind of a, oh, in case I see anything big and scary come through. So let's move towards that venture, see if we can take that out before the stabber pays attention. No, nope, 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 nope. That stabber is opening fire on anyone and anything that comes into the belt. Oh boy, let's get out of here. Let's get out. Ah! Quickly, quickly! Oh, that hurt. That really, really hurts. Note to self, avoid stabbers. Now, I did see a venture with a crime timer heading this way, so I'm hoping we've got another battle venture that I can take on. Let's see. Yes, she's still here. Violetta Payne. Okay, let's lock on, activate everything, and see if we can take her out before she locks me. I'm not seeing any lockback. Can we finish her quickly? I mean, I didn't expect to actually take out any other combat vessels with this Venture 3, but you know what? This counts. I'm counting this. That's a combat ship gone. Oh, counter pirate. Notice here as well that by taking out someone with a crime timer, I do not get a crime timer myself. You are allowed to engage other people with crime timers and not actually get one yourself. Well worth noting there. Let's have a look at the loot. Anything interesting? Oh, interruptive warp disruptor, cloaking device. Oh, and a Mark 7 acolyte. Yes, please. That'll do nicely, but I don't think I have enough storage to take all of these. Oh, no. No, I'm not going to have enough space. Why did I pick up those noble remains? Why? I don't think I can jettison them. No, I can't. Get rid of the miners, but I can't jettison the noble remains. Damn it, that's really expensive. The Mark 7 cloaking device. I want it. I want it. Why can't I take it? It's an ore. Honest, I promise it's an ore. Another asteroid belt. Oh, is that a Venture 2, Venture 3? Busy mining. Don't mind me, fellow mining person. I'm just a humble mining vessel as well. Activate everything. Venture 3. It is a Venture 3. Can we take out a Venture 3 nice and quickly? How many volleys does it take? 2 volleys so far. Will the third one take it? Shield booster. He's locking on. He's not pulling himself away to safety. Oh, he managed it. Oh, he managed it. That's so unfair. That's so unfair. Well, I think that just about wraps up everything here. That's been a lot of fun, and I am absolutely astonished at how well a Venture 3 can do in combat in going hunting other miners. Obviously, the big advantage here is that other miners do not perceive you as a threat until it's too late, until you're locked on, warp disrupting them, and opening fire with an astonishing amount of damage. Would I replace the worm with this? Absolutely not. This cannot do combat anomalies like the worm can, and it's going to fall apart as soon as you come across multiple ships. I did get attacked by an Algos and barely escaped with my life. The worm would have no issue with that at all. So does it replace the worm? No. Is it great fun? Yes, absolutely. I hope this has inspired a lot of you guys to jump into a combat venture, roam out into Lowsec and Nullsec, see how many miners you can take out. I want to get some high scores going in the comment section down below, so let me know how you do, or come find me on Twitter as well. Anyway folks, happy sailing, and see you in New Eden.